YouTube, welcome back to the Athens campaign, and a cordial what the crap's going on to you today. So, we're going to need to get things started where we left off, which was slaying a Spartan fleet. Now, some of you aren't going to like me. You're going to be like, Air, why do you keep making these 25-minute campaign episodes? I want longer ones. I would love to make you longer episodes. Right now, I'm in the middle of getting a massive project approved at work, which has kept me very busy. I had to change out a dishwasher in our house because our old one broke. And I've just been busy with things in general. Not too long ago, I had to get the yard raked out, all the leaves, so just a lot of crap going on for me right now, trying to get it done. And, of course, trying to get ready to leave town to go spend a week with family. So all of these things that you're watching throughout this week, I recorded in a single day. So I had to get all these done so that you could have videos on a daily basis. So I'm doing my best to get them to you. And the reason why I do them at 25 minutes is because it allows me to get you an episode every day so that you at least get to see something every day, as opposed to me doing a couple of long episodes and you have to wait most of a week for a new episode to come out. Now, when I can make longer episodes for you, I will, and I have on the Macedon campaign. So anyway, quick explanation. I've already wasted a minute of this, so let's get going. So Athens campaign. We have gained some advantage. We sank a huge Spartan army here, which was very advantageous, and I may have been the Spartan faction leader as well. We've started to stabilize some of the outlying ports and provinces that we have. I don't know that that would be possible here, as there are quite a few diplomatic. Well, you know what? We might be able to stabilize that one. That one's -1 per turn, though, so that is going to go on forever, the provincial instability. So I don't see that stabilizing. But at least we took this away from Corinthos, and if it gets taken over by rebels, big whoop-de-doo. It's not going to be any skin off my back at this point. So we'll just let the rebels take that over, and no need me. Well, we could go ahead and just destroy the buildings anyway, because I don't think that cost us anything. Yeah, it doesn't cost me anything to dismantle the buildings, and then it'll just make it worthless for the rebels as well. So that'll kind of be a scorched earth tactic, I guess, that we're going for there. And it looks like we are finally stabilizing things in the north. Yeah, and honestly, this province is now stable even without an army there, which means that we should probably just go ahead and force march this army back down here towards Olinthos to help out there. And then it looks like the Thessalian League, so there's some Aetolian rebels, so it looks like there's been some hurt put on the Boeotian League and the Spartans here. The Aetolian League are my enemies as well, it looks like. Are they? You cannot attack in your current stance. Let's go check out the diplomatic screen. So, no, the Aetolian League is still fine with me. Achaean League, yeah, they don't like me, but we're not at war. Argos is really helping out. Very nice buffer in between Sparta and myself, so that should be nice. Though they are not at war with Sparta. They are at war with Corinthos and Elis. Elis here, of course. So, Boeotian League. These guys have taken some damage. This province, I'm sure, used to belong to them, but it looks like we're at war with Sparta. It looks like the Thessalian League may have made some inroads here. And it looks like we own this one. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know if they owned that before. It looks like my ally may have made a capture there as well. I do believe that they took that from the Corinthians. If they can hold it, that'd be spectacular. Yeah, that was a Corinthian colony. Let's see, it says, and a member of the Peloponnesian League against Athenai and aliens. Wow, so I'm guessing that my guys captured. That's fantastic. So we're actually gaining a little steam here as far as my allies go. So really fantastic. And the fact that we're starting to stabilize our provinces some is going to be extremely helpful. We have positive or upward moving public order in every region except for here, which is the one that I'm about to sacrifice to the rebels anyway. So I would say that right now we are in pretty nice shape, all things considered. We may want to focus on building our economy just a little with some of the money that I got from the award. But yeah, let's bring this army down here to support these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and just force march them that way. There should no longer be a Corinthian threat in this region. And we own a lot of the outlying islands here, so we should be good. So let's go ahead and kill that advice there so we have some room on our screen. Let's just go to both of these provinces and maybe do some upgrades that'll help me out. I mean, increasing this gold mine would definitely be worthwhile. I got plenty of food, and that would definitely buy me some nice income with that extra money that I have at the moment. Let's see what we can do here as far as best next steps. We don't want to increase any public order penalties, so let's see if what we can do, like, so the civil settlement gives me a small wealth increase, not much. Small wealth increase, actually a pretty nice little wealth increase for doing the lumber camp, or logging camp. Let's do that. And then maybe what would be best off to do is build another public forum here to get a little more wealth as well, so we can spend that money there. Someone said that this is pronounced like Evia, or something similar to that. Really looks like you both. Yeah, I'm not even going to say what it looks like. And someone got on to me like, you can't be reading our comments on how to pronounce this because you're still doing it all wrong. I can read your comments. There's a lot of different comments coming at me as far as the proper right way to do it, and people seem to disagree on what the right way is to pronounce some of the stuff. So yes, that's why I'm still a little bit confused as to how to pronounce some of these. So take it easy on me. That's all I'm saying. Don't kill air. So yeah, let's see, Attica, -1 food for, and we get plus public order here for almost the same amount of wealth. Let's just do that for now. So I think that gets us a nice little boost to our economy from the choices that we made there. There are some Spartan agents nearby, and then of course this fleet is going to retrain and try and rebuild its strength. There is another Spartan transport fleet here that we'll want to keep an eye on. We need to get out and do some campaigning, to be honest. We could probably get military access from Argos. I'd really like to capture Corinthos, but I hear that you get a major diplomatic penalty for capturing an enemy capital. But I mean, we could bring Corinth to its knees right now by capturing it. But I wonder maybe if we don't capture it. Let's see, Corinth still owns a little bit of territory up here. And then this province here. Maybe if we eat away at Corinth first. So what we should probably do is take this province from them at Mendi. And then if someone can take this province from them up here, that would mean their last remaining province and settlement would be Corinthos itself. I could probably then siege it, take it, but then basically make them a client state, if that's an option.
I will listen carefully to your
all I can do is ask about peace treaties for now. But yeah, there are client states, because I have my own here, so the Ionian League apparently is one of my client states. You know what, we should set a war target, to be honest, for my client states. Let's set a war target on Corinth up here. So that'll be where I kind of want them to help weaken Corinth. So let's cut that back. So I honestly think we're in pretty good shape here. We really just need to focus on capturing Mendi and then holding this province, or Mende, however it's pronounced. Yeah, and then once we can hold this province, we should be in good shape because it'll turn it around and we should be making decent tax money off of it. Let's see if there's any upgrades that we need to take care of. There is. These fleets over here, these raiding fleets, have been very handy, and I'm going to try and continue to use them to be handy. Don't see why not. I mean, Athens was supposed to have nice naval power, so we might as well flex our muscle there. Some people are already like, I don't get this campaign. There's a... Did I give him... That's a general. Why does it say ramming bonus for all units fleet? Oh, okay, for all units army. So it can be either one. Charge bonus. So that is zeal, that one's authority, that one's cunning. I did one zeal already. Maybe we'll just go down more zeal for this general and just kind of see how it plays out with the zeal general. And I think I'm doing different ones with each one. I kind of just want to see how those trees unfold. 2 turns away from finishing some pretty nice research here that'll boost my public order and wealth a little further, so that will be good. And at that point, we're going to do some research to help us unlock the diplomats so that we can send them out. Or nobles, whatever they're called in this campaign, I don't really recall. Okay, that Corinthian fleet moved away from its Boeotian ground forces there, and we might be able to get a hold of it and sink it. Really just, again, need to do all the damage we can do to Corinth right now because they are weak. And if we can knock Corinth out of this game, maybe get them to be a client state or something else, that would be huge. So Epirus and the Thessalians just made peace. That's actually really good for me. Rebellion imminent here, as we would expect. And then we get +10 because of this festival of Adonis. So now it's time to praise Adonis and mourn his passing. This festival, for women only, is where they grieve his death, readying his statues for an overnight vigil in the streets. The second night, however, is exclusively given over to feasting and celebrating the renewal of Adonis and his return to life. So get a little bit of extra wealth. We're definitely going to have a rebellion in this province. And since we're going to have a rebellion regardless, let's take these guys out of force march and just go hit Mende here and take it, because it's going to hurt the public order anyway. Looks like just kind of a balanced stance here will be best. So we have taken this province from the Corinthians. That's going to be huge. And then we can force march these guys into Olinthos to help hold it. Plus give me a little bit of added public order. We'll actually let the rebels go for a couple of turns this time. To see if we can clear up some of the public order issues here and then slay the rebels. That's probably going to be our only option. Sounds like Little Air is in the other room being very chatty. He must be having a good morning. So glad to see that he's doing well. Let's see. We get plus public order here. Gathering place. Is that what we're building? Is the gathering place? Got a farm. We got plenty of farms, to be honest, for right now. But I really need to continue to be able to boost the public order, which we can do that by upgrading this building and get a nice public order boost as well. The cost of a little food. So I'm going to go ahead and build a homestead for now. If I need to switch it over later, I will. We'll take a look at that as it comes. Let's take this spy and actually go do something useful. See if we can go screw up the Spartan armies down here for the Thessalians and try and lend them some support, basically. Yeah, it looks like these provinces are still stabilizing. Finally, that's fantastic. That's such good news to get those provinces up there stabilized. So again, let's take a look at my province scroll. We do have a little bit more, yeah, so that's expected. That public order is going down now because we made that capture. Here it's been going down, and we're going to lose this this to rebels, but that's fine. Corinth doesn't really have the strength to retake it at this point, which is the bigger key for my men, is that we've basically disallowed Corinth to maintain this this province. I'm going to put these guys into port here just to do some retraining temporarily. And these guys here, let's take them out of a double time. They are also retraining. And it might not hurt for me to get a couple of more marine ships into this fleet. And this fleet's fine for now. Don't want to spend a ton of money. So let's just kind of keep it simple. Looks like the Spartan transports came ashore. And we can expand here at Attica, which would be pretty nice. We've got, if we look at Attica, we've got plenty of food. So how about let's go ahead and maybe throw down a building that'll help us with some commerce, because that's where Attica is going to do me the most good. And let's see. So we could go down this tree, gathering place tree, which has some nice benefits, and then there's the mining, which is wealth from industry. This one is wealth from commerce. So let's try the wealth from commerce tree here. I think this one takes away food to give me extra commerce, and the other one takes away public order to give me extra commerce. And I'd really rather not fight the battle with public order since it's been such a huge problem for me. I'd like to get a strong army together here at Attica as well. So I may go ahead and spend some money on doing that. We've got a few hoplites here and a picked hoplite. Maybe a couple more hoplites and another archer here would be appropriate. These javelin men, I am going to go ahead and keep them because, to be honest, getting them onto the flank is going to make them pretty darn worthwhile. So yeah, we'll do that for now. So I'm going to spend a little money beefing up that army a little bit so that we have an army to do some campaigning with. And I think we can go ahead and end the turn here. So things looking positive at the moment as far as our overall capability. Our enemies are not really in the best place at the moment. Boeotian League is taking a pretty savage beating at the hands of its enemies. And it's not looking good for Corinth either. They've taken a pretty savage beating. Now, of course, if I get too powerful, we're going to wind up with a Persian military escalation, which at this point I do not have the means to fight off. So we may want to have a plan for that eventually as well. Rebellion at Olympos, that's expected. Rebellion imminent at this small port, that's also expected. So nothing we didn't already know. I'm going to let this rebellion go for another turn to try and get rid of some of the public disorder. I don't want to let that army get too big, but I think we could afford to let it go for 2 turns, and we'd probably be okay. So we've got a pretty sizable force to help reinforce us here. These guys should be able to hold their own if the rebels attack. You know what we could do is just come over here and try and poison the rebels for now, and that would do some help as well. Just kind of screw with them. Nope. Apparently the rebels are going to wound my spies very quickly. So it looks like Macedon's dealing with Corinthian agents. Sparta is still in control of these settlements. This might be a good place for us to attack Sparta too. To go, let's see, so the Boeotians actually still have considerable power in that province. That might be a good place for our army to go campaigning. We could basically just bypass Thebes and start sacking these smaller settlements. I don't know about sacking, but actually taking them with this army once it's up and ready for a campaign, which it is certainly not at this point. A couple more light cav. I think another archer would be good. So, you know, I'm going to let these guys finish training. We might need a little bit more militia hoplites to help protect our flanks. I think between the archers, though, and the cavalry and a little bit of javelin men, we ought to have a pretty nice little army there as far as being able to get at our enemies. So let's see. So education, none of those things seem like they're going to be a big use to me at the moment. I mean, who needs education? It's not like the Athenians were anything into education, right? This one allows me to build better farms. That could be helpful. Don't need it at the moment, though, I don't think. Found none of that stuff I think is going to be a huge benefit to me. Enables the recruitment of rank 1 dignitary. That's what I need, even though that particular technology is not really high on my list. We need to go ahead and do that. Sparta's got a little army down here by Corinthos. Not sure what those two are up to.
We hunger for battle. Ready for battle.
Yeah, a couple more turns though, and we should have an army that we can use to try and answer against the Spartans. And these guys still retraining, so we probably don't want to lash out at the Corinthian fleet just yet. They'll probably just run away from me anyway. Let's give them one more turn to retrain. And then the rebels are going to try and take over Prenoia. I'm just going to retreat if they try to, because I'm not going to let my fleet get torn up by the rebels. I think we are okay to go ahead and end another turn once we spend some of our cashola here on potentially useful structures. Public order is looking very nice across all of our provinces, so I like the shape that we're in here. We could, I don't really see a point in upgrading these ports. It's going to give me disorder, so I don't really see the point in that. I mean, if I spent a little bit of money here, I mean, we get a little more money from the jeweler. Plus 10 wealth from commerce, manufacturing. I mean, those are okay. I'm just not sure that's really where I need to spend my money just yet. May want to do it, go ahead and just upgrade the rest of these settlements. Kind of stabilize the core of all my provinces. Oh man, that wine trader would be nice. We get 100 wealth. Plus 6 to trade agreements, which are pretty massive for us, but it does add squalor. But this province seems to be turning around nicely as far as overcoming the public order penalties. So let's go ahead and drop the money there. I can see that being very helpful. Here we can definitely go ahead and upgrade to the trader. Well, you know what? We're going to need public order here as well. It may not be a bad idea because it's slightly less income to just build another gymnasia. That's wealth from entertainment. That one's wealth from commerce. Yeah, it might be better to just build the gymnasia. We have some money left over, but let's just go ahead and wait at this point and end the turn. Then we're going to need to deal with the rebels up there. And then once my army in Athens is ready, we can go do some campaigning. And of course we'll need to leave one army to protect Attica, and I'll kind of be defensive with most of my armies, and then just be looking to go aggressive with one of my armies. Colchis, looks like the Spartans are moving out. Argos wants a military alliance. They're at war with my enemies. This is fantastic. Absolutely, my friends.
The enemy casts a shadow over us all.
I don't really feel like I need to join the war with Thrace just yet.
Most brave phalanx to crush them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think crushing Thrace would be that hard at this point, but I don't really see a whole lot of benefit in it for me at the moment. I don't have any armies there, and it would just require some attention. There's the rebels that I expected, and I could actually defeat them here with my fleet and garrison forces rather easily. But there's really no point. I'm not really making any money off this province. I can't retreat. That sucks. So I guess I am going to have to kill them. Which, that means my fleet's going to take a little damage, and that's the irritating part. I really didn't want that to happen so we could go after those Corinthian fleets. But whatever. Ding dong, the rebels are dead. There was another rebellion there, I think. Slums as well. Oh, but we don't want the slums. That's going to take away all of my food. Festival to Athena, plus 10 wealth. So glory to Athena, sweet. So we get some extra wealth. Yeah, this was kind of stupid. I don't know why I did that. Let's just sail this fleet away and let the rebels take it. So I will lose some food because of the slums for the next couple of turns, but we'll live. And it looks like this port here can be expanded, which is going to be pretty nice. And let's see if we can... Let's drop a... Yeah, we could spend a little money here and probably stabilize this province quite nicely, and like we can actually start taxing it now probably too if we wanted to. 100 wealth from industry. Let's go down this line, the gathering place. And yeah, my wealth is looking quite nice at the moment. Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. So the Spartans, I think, just ran up here into Boeotian territory. Man, Corinth is extremely weak right now. Honestly, just ripe for the picking. But it looks like Corinth managed to snag a port city here. Do you have a small army? I do not have a fleet in that area. My fleet, though, is ready to protect my coast, so we should be good. 2 more turns, and then this army is going to be in pretty nice shape. So we'd have 6 nice hoplites, 4 skirmishers, 4 archers, a couple javelin men, and we can support those javelin men with militia hoplites. So I'm going to throw a few militia hoplites on there, and that'll be our last go-get for that army. And then so we will definitely have a capable army for some campaigning. Olinthos.
Ready for battle.
So these rebels are not getting very good force. I mean, the light cavalry, they're not bad, but it's not really going to serve them very well. Let's just go ahead and move up here to where they can't really do anything to me. We'll let them rebel for 1 more turn, and I'll just be building all these structures to help stabilize the public order whenever everything's said and done. So I'll go ahead and spend my money there. Seems like it'll be a worthwhile spend. And man, I can't wait to just get out and do some campaigning, but it really took a lot of work to kind of stabilize things as Athens to start off with. Yeah, this is where I expect that one to be taken over by rebels, and that's totally fine with me at this point. So Poseidon's chosen. 5 shots per minute, melee attack skill and defense. That might be better since I have quite a few assault ships. Give that general an extra, extra, looks like Zeal is the tree that I've chosen with that one. And I know you can mix and match, but I'm just going to continue down that tree. So looks like we're getting into the fall, so pretty soon our income's probably going to drop with winter coming on. Alright, let's see what we got here. Roads. Rebels can just have this city as far as I'm concerned, because then it'll get rid of the slums off of my bottom line. So enjoy it, rebels, as long as Corinth doesn't have it. So, oh no, my guys won anyway. Ha! You suck, rebels. Good grief. I imagine that it's going to keep rebelling. Rebellion Emmet. Yep, it's going to rebel again. War target invalidated. Sweet! So Epiros knocked out that Corinthian war target. That is fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's get into diplomacy again, and or actually not diplomacy. Let's hop out of here, and let's just go into this map and check out the diplomatic status. So we are allied with the Thessalian League. So it'd probably be in my best interest to set some war targets here, and let's see if we can push Sparta and Boeotia up against me here. See if we can kind of squeeze them into a vice, and then as soon as this province up here, Chalkidiki, comes under my control, that will be nice as well. So our enemies are definitely reeling, though there could be infighting, obviously, when all this is said and done, between what were once my allies. So, you know, obviously you can't necessarily trust these people forever. We can now recruit diplomats, which will be great. And I'm going to go ahead and do some research to get the Holosoteros barracks. Won't change a whole lot for us on the Holosoteros barracks, but just one of those things that kind of, why not at that point? Let's drop another gymnasia here. I like those buildings. It's a nice trade of public order and wealth. Really, at least in my opinion, I think it's a nice trade. So still got a couple of turns. Wealth increasing for Athenai. Very nice, very nice.
Ready for orders.
What do we got here? Epiros has got a fleet. They can go after these settlements if they want. They don't really care. Thermone, so... Alright. And I'm excited to get out and do... I want to go after a Boeotian League. Corinth is fairly weak, and I don't see the Spartans mounting a successful assault against Athens at the moment. So I think we'll be relatively safe here. And we've got some good stuff going on in general, I think. Let's go check out this province here, because I haven't done anything here in a few turns. They are slowly stabilizing, though it's still a bit ugly. So it may not hurt to build this temple here. Again, we'll lose a little food, but as soon as those slums are gone, we should be fine. And I've got other places where I can build some farms if we really needed to. Plus, we're going to get a little food out of this Kapoloi here, or however you pronounce that, Kapoloi. Let's take a look at these shipwrights again and just kind of remind me what the chain looks like. So, -2 public order, but then it starts to give me food. That's interesting. So, 2 food. Okay, so this one, -4 public order. Fishing one, 8 food, -6 public order. And if you go all the way to this one, 12 food, -8 public order. So they start to give you food and quite a lot of commerce. Huge amount of commerce between the two there, actually. Get a lot of nice garrison units as well. It's Marines, so... But at the cost of quite a lot of public order, so I don't see any point in upgrading them at the moment, because it's just going to give me public order penalties. We do need to kill these rebels, and let's go ahead and see again if we can poison their provisions. Nope, my spy is getting continuously wounded by these folks. But we can go ahead and attack the rebels and use all my forces here to reinforce. They are mostly militia hoplites, so this will be a nice battle for us to throw in here. In fact, I'm actually going to end this episode, and I'll pick this up on the next one. So HeirofCarthage, signing off for now.